Alrighty, so it is officially Monday night. I'm a little bit late. It is roughly 9 or 10 minutes after the patch has dropped. But yeah, so we're here. And interesting release. So we'll go through all of it. New story chapter unlock. So we already knew this. Chapter 10 is coming. But the new hero, so the new banner, is going to have Harlequin King the Fairy King, which, if you don't know, is Red Skinny King, which is kind of interesting because a lot of people say that you can pretty much use him in place of Valenti, and you can pretty much just put him in the sub slot for his passive. And his passive is, in PvP, reduce the pierce rate of all enemies by half, as well as reduce any additional pierce rate by half. So, with Valenti being so prevalent in the meta right now, I'm wondering if people are going to run Valenti and this King, and if so, is that going to make it that much worse to play against those kind of like stall teams and stuff like that, like the pierce rate counter teams and everything. So I'm really not sure. I really like this King. He's super cool. I'm definitely going to try to get him at some point. I don't know if I'm going to summon for him or not yet, because he is basically just a PvP unit. But he is a very good PvP unit. A lot of people do use this unit on JP in a lot of different teams and stuff like that because of his passive. They'll just put him in the sub slot and just kind of roll with that. So, yeah. Actually a pretty interesting choice. I wasn't really expecting this King, but I mean, he was bound to come sooner or later. It's just, I think it's kind of weird with them releasing him right now with the Valenti comp, so, used at the moment. So, I don't know. Kind of cool. I do want to get that King, but I don't know if I would be willing to spend, gems for it. But we'll see. Welcome, new costumes. Welcome the Elizabeth the Bundle costume. I think there's got to be some sort of typo in that. Welcome the Elizabeth the Bundle costume. So, I'm not really sure what's going on with these patch notes. Plus, there's a weird typo here as well. Early summer discount the bundle. I don't know. Purchase period is after the 6:30 maintenance until 7:14, to be announced in a separate notice. Early summer discount bundle is going to have 10 of these affinity hearts. These are actually pretty cool, but I don't know if that would really be worth spending real money on. But hey, if that's what you want to do, depending on how expensive it is, since it's only 10, I think you have to have 20 to completely max out a character. So hopefully this wouldn't be super expensive. I couldn't see them charging. I think even if it was like $8, because a lot of the stuff is like $7.99 USD. I think if it's less than that, it may be somewhat okay as like a whale buy, but I don't think any free-to-play player is going to go for this. I'm definitely not going for it. I would much rather just grind out the food and do it that way. But anyways, guaranteed SSR Hero Bundle Part 1, guaranteed SSR Hero Bundle Part 2, and the Diamond BOGO Reset Event. I'm not really sure what these are. I think these are, well, it does say new bundles, so I guess this is just like the shop stuff that they have right now. I'm not sure if there's actually a bundle for this specifically, but you can get like an SSR ticket, probably. I think we might have looked at that earlier when the notice came out, but I don't see it in here at the moment. At least I don't see one that has the Part 1 SSR tickets on it. Oh well. I'm assuming it's just going to be, just a pretty simple bundle that's going to have SSR Part 1s and then SSR Part 2 tickets. There'll probably be just one ticket and then a couple of extra things, so who knows. Reverse stages. You'll be able to replay some stages in which the heroes are enemies instead. Will unlock after clearing episode 143 of the story. Please keep in mind that equipment stats do not apply, so this is all ungeared. Select a village and then select the stage to enter. You must have the required hero to play. So this is interesting because if you're going through, I think I was watching Sekapoko's video and he was doing a Q&A and said that there's one of them where you need Death Pierce, I think, and if you don't have Death Pierce, you cannot run the stage, which I think is kind of interesting. So if your RNG doesn't, bless you with the character you need, plus you're going to have to pour a lot of materials into some of these characters and everything like that just for this specific game mode, I think this is going to be really rough because a lot of players are not going to be anywhere near close to having all the stuff that they need to run this stuff, but I guess it gives you something to sort of work for and like work towards as you play the game and everything like that. So I mean, it is kind of weird that they're releasing it so early. I know that was a big concern. A lot of people were saying that they're not ready for this, which I don't think anyone is at this point, unless you're just, you know, super wailing out. But I don't know. I'm glad it's in the game. Like it's cool to have, and it'll be cool to like kind of work towards. But especially like right now is kind of like a weird like off period for me at least. Like there's not really anything super crazy to look forward to at the moment. And I mean the stage, like the part 2 tickets are kind of cool, but even then, like for me specifically, I have most of the characters that I want, and there's really not a whole lot of like cool PvE events going on right now. So maybe pouring some materials into some of these characters and doing stuff like that may give me sort of like a side goal to work on. But I can see where some people would be kind of upset that they have this game mode, but they can't do a whole lot in it, which means they can't get a lot of the rewards out of it. So I don't know. We'll just have to kind of work towards getting all of our heroes up so that way we can all do this eventually. So I don't know. Hopefully you're not wailing just for this, though. Able to earn stars based on the number of missions completed on each stage, 3 stars maximum. So each stage has, I would assume, like little, yeah, pretty much missions or little challenges or whatever that you need to do. And I guess, what do the stars do? Earn stars to earn rewards. Okay, well, that makes sense. So after you get 12 stars, you get 3 diamonds. 25 is an SSR Part 2 ticket, 5 diamonds at 37, another SSR Part 2 ticket at 50, 65 gives you 7 diamonds, not 70, and then you get another Part 2 ticket. So the Part 2 tickets are probably the coolest part about this, but I mean, obviously the diamonds aren't anything to complain about. But yeah, that's kind of cool. I don't know, you know, that's a lot of star requirements for a lot of this, so I don't see everybody being able to get very far on this bar just yet. But I mean, you know, I guess, like I said, something to work towards, I guess. Part 2 Hero Draw. The current default hero banner, Draw Heroes, will become the Part 1 Draw. The acquirable heroes will not change. So, yeah, what you're saying is this banner that we've had since launch of the game, where you can get Captain Meliodas, the green one, is going to change over to this banner, which is going to be the exact same banner, but it's just called Part 1 now, and then they're adding a Part 2 Draw, which is pretty much going to have the characters that you're going to be able to get from the Part 2 tickets. So Escanor's on this banner, which is kind of cool. The green small DN that just came out. Gallon's on the banner, which Gallon's not anything super crazy. Blue Merlin's on the banner, so I mean, hopefully you got Blue Merlin already off of the 100-day event. So you're probably not trying to get her, but Blue Demon Meliodas is on the banner, so that's really good. This is Blue Liz and Death Pierce is on the banner. So, I mean, there's some pretty decent heroes. It's just nice to have a newer banner that's got more up-to-date units, like newer units that aren't the same old, because I don't think anybody's summoning on this banner anymore. Like, I used to summon, like, I think when the game first came out, this was the banner that I was summoning on all the time because I didn't have the units from it. And I think I was still missing a lot of the units. I didn't have Green King for a long time, actually, but yeah. So now we're going to have a Part 2 version, and it's just going to have a lot more cool, like, up-to-date units. So that's very cool. There will be rate up heroes every day for both Part 1 and Part 2 draws. Please look forward to the rate up heroes of the day. Okay, so that's kind of cool. So basically what it's saying is these heroes right here, these are the featured units for the day, and each day it's going to rotate out, and the rates on these 3 units in particular for the day are going to be higher than the rest of them. So that's actually kind of interesting. So it gives you something to kind of wait and look for, or if like you're trying to go for a specific character, like I'm going to try to get this Green Deanne at some point, so I would try to wait for her to be one of the featured units, so that way I could summon and have a better chance of getting her, if that makes sense. So that's actually kind of cool. I like that. Part 2 guaranteed SSR tickets added, can be purchased from the Platinum Coin Shop. I definitely wouldn't spend Platinum Coins on that, but, you know, do you. More hero engravings, so King is getting engraving gear, which is really nice. It only makes sense with them adding Red King. Jericho, which is kind of cool. I do like my Jericho. And Golgius is getting UR gear. These two are actually kind of interesting. A lot of people have pretty much moved on from Jericho at this point, so I really wonder if anybody's really going to care about making Jericho gear. But, I mean, I still really like Jericho as a unit, plus Blue Jericho has yet to come out. which there is a Blue Jericho in the game, but there's an SSR Blue Jericho that I want to come to the game so I can try to pull for her at some point. But I don't know. Probably not worth making UR gear for, but I mean, you know, if you're really into Jericho like I am, you might look into it. I'm not going to. I still haven't looked into any UR gear, but hey, King is pretty cool. Blue King is still one of the like top tier units in the whole game, so I would definitely recommend at least looking into this and seeing whether or not you want to do that, because he is good. He could benefit from it. Improved inbox ad reward. Okay, so in the inbox, I can actually show you this right here. If we go over to my mail, you can see up here, free items available daily upon viewing an ad. Hey, free stuff. So you can view an ad 3 times a day and get an SR chest. They're upgrading that over here to an SSR chest instead of a SR. So that's kind of cool. I mean, it's whatever, really. I don't really do that. I don't ever actually do that at all. So, I mean, whatever, but gives you more incentive to, I guess. And ending events and bundles. Roar of the Sky. So Lilia is gone. Growth event is gone. I'm assuming they're doing another growth event. I don't think they said they were going to do one, though. So maybe we're not getting a growth event right now. Sometimes they do wait a little bit. If we're not getting one this week, we'll probably end up getting one next week, because they seem to do them pretty often. But I don't know for sure. Don't hold me to that. But old growth event is gone. So if you haven't already done that, you have a couple of hours to do that. Please jump on that. And then Hero Bundle is going to be gone. Special Upgrade Bundles 1 and 2. Mage Lilia Full Upgrade Banner, or Full Upgrade Bundle, and Special Gold Bundle. So all of those are gone. Look at them in the stores if you really want them, but most of them are not really worth it to begin with. So yeah, kind of an interesting update. I'm definitely down for more PvE stuff. I'm really excited about the story more than anything, probably. I do want to try to give this a shot, because I do have Alioni and Twigo already, you know, UR60. I may end up having to limit break them to do this stage, or these stages and everything with them, but I definitely want to try to do at least a couple of them and kind of work towards, you know, being able to do more of them in the future. But, you know, don't expect everybody to be jumping straight on this and finishing and getting all of these rewards within the first couple of days, because it just doesn't seem likely. SSR King is very cool. He's got some pretty neat stuff. I really like a lot of his skill animations. Unfortunately, I don't have him on JP, so I can't show him to you. But same ultimate. He does Explode, which is additional damage equal to 100% of the damage dealt after X turns. And his is 2 turns, 1 turn, and then 1 turn. So pretty decent percentages. And this is an AoE attack, so that's kind of nice. Nothing too crazy. And then actually both of his are AoE skills, so that's kind of cool. I wonder if you could potentially use him for a farming team. He's probably not a good unit to use for a farming team, but I mean, he is AoE, so I don't know. There might be potential there if you max him out and have UR gear, maybe, since that's available. But yeah, he's a really cool king. I like a lot of his outfits too. His outfits are actually kind of cool. Apparently they don't have them over here. But yeah, maybe look into him if you're a big PvP guy. So anyways, that's about it. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe for more content in the future, because I'm probably going to be doing a video tomorrow once the banner comes out to see whether or not he's actually going to be worth drawing for. And I'm going to be doing a lot more content just in general. So yeah, feel free. And anyway, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, and I will see you guys in the next video. So I'll see you then.